When I was in middle school, I decided to learn Cantonese, just some really basic stuff. After a week, speaking the language came to me really naturally since I could pick up different tones, maybe some basic words like numbers with utmost confidence. But writing, it was a completely different story. The Chinese characters in Cantonese were absolutely overwhelming. Just look at the character for fish and you understand. The shape just doesn't match the sound. And I wonder, why is writing Cantonese so much harder than speaking it? With that, I fell into a rabbit hole to explore why writing systems were created in the first place. Today, I'm very excited to share a video with you guys that explain exactly that. How ancient writing systems like the miracle oracle bones in the Shang Dynasty of China and the hieroglyphs of Mayan civilization in Mesoamerica serve not just as a communication tool, but also as an indication of culture, power, and religious belief.
Thank you, Nam. In our research, we focus on writing systems of Shang China. I will teach you how the writing systems manifested during early Chinese writing. During this time, oracle bone inscriptions were key in shaping and strengthening social hierarchies, political power, and cultural identity. In Flatt and Campbell, bones were used as divination to guide war, agriculture, and health decisions for the elite ruling class of society. The elite exclusively used writing on oracles to maintain order and rule in ancient Chinese society. This is important because writing was a direct reflection of legitimizing monarchical authority. These inscriptions were final say and they determined authority as divine, and it was more than just simple writing.
Now, let's turn our attention to the Mayan hieroglyphic system and explore how it contrasts with the oracle bones we have studied. Unlike oracle bones, which were primarily used for divination and state rituals, Mayan writing served a broader range of functions. Mayan glyphs were used to record history, express cultural legacy, and create artistic work. Much of the Mayan hieroglyphs appear on potable objects, like tools and artifacts that signified prestige and authority. These weren't just everyday items, they were symbols of power and heritage. Also, Mayan early writing wasn't confined to isolated documents. It was deeply embedded in monumental art and architecture.
To sum up the comparison between these two ancient scripts, we can clearly see that the oracle bones were used by the Shang Dynasty elite more as a sacred tool of divination, a sort of affirmation of the king's mandate of heaven or his divine power granted by the deities. Other than that, noblemen's people also use shamans to use the scripts to ask heavenly deities for giving them counsels over making decisions in this world. Now, contrasting that highly political and religious nature of the oracle bone, the Maya hieroglyphs was used in a more public manner that is more aesthetic, expressive, and embedded in the common people's life. Now, with writing being so universally learned by every single individual right now, maybe we should appreciate the fact that it's no longer an elite invention, but a common treasure for all of humanities to enjoy.
Now, you may be asking, why are we speaking to you about ancient writing systems? Why does this even matter? Reflect on your role as a student and a person in society. We use writing daily, whether it's through texting or writing essays. It's critical and imperative to understand the foundation of where writing comes from. Writing tells us what life has always been. It's a way to connect through memory, culture, generational influences, and our legacies. Through these writing systems, we see writing as more than just words. We inherit a true and deeper purpose to life.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.